Come here now, girl.
Hi guys, and today I'm going to show you how I edit my videos. I use Movie Studio Platinum 12 edition to edit my videos. This is a really easy to work editing software, and I would recommend it to anyone. Basically, this video will be a quick overview of Movie Studio, just because there is a lot of stuff to cover and a lot of stuff to show. Sorry for my squeaky keyboard tray, but anyway, if you want me to do more in detailed videos of Movie Studio, I can do, and you can do that by dropping a like and a comment on this video, and I will create some more. Without further ado, let's get started. So when you open Movie Studio, it will look a bit like this. I mean a bit like this because you won't have any videos open unless you made some earlier like I did. So let's get started. Say scenario 1.
1, 2, 3,
is if you've got something extra, say you've put the same picture twice, or you've decided you don't want something, you just right click on it and delete, and then whatever you wanted to delete is now deleted. So scenario 2.
1, 2, 3,
2 can be if you want to add text, like I do have on all of these pictures. You can do this by hitting media generators, text and tiles, and basically selecting whichever one of these texts you like. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna use this action flip, drag it down to here, put it on video overlay or text, whatever one you want. I normally put it on text, but I seem to have put it on video overlay. So basically, so you can see what's happening, is basically, say you don't want it red, say you want it blue, just change it to blue, which I think that's more of a purple, but it'll do. You can change the scaling, so like how big it is. So I'm going to set it to about that size, a bit bigger than what it was before. But say you don't want it more or less in the middle, say you want it in the corner. This is easily done by hitting location and dragging it to wherever you want. Basically, this is a preview window, so it doesn't do stuff smoothly, so it may be a bit laggy. But when your video is rendered, it won't look like what it looks like on the preview window. So you can go to advanced stuff, where you can change the tracking, like how much gaps in a word. I think that looks funny. I'm not gonna bother to try and pronounce that, but let's just set it back to normal. And then line spacing, if you want to change that, which I cannot say any difference. But if you want to change line spacing, you can do, the options there. So if you want to make the outline width a bit bigger, make it a bit bolder, or just get rid of it altogether, you can do that. But I'm going to keep it thick, and say you don't want it white, say you want it red, which I know it really doesn't look nice in red, but I think a yellow would look nice. Actually, I'm not going to bother to change all that. Yeah, let's put it green. So, you want it green, you do that. And then you can add shadow to the text if you want to, but it's not really going to show on this. Nah, I don't think we're going to be able to see it because there's a black background. So, basically, there is how you add text. So that's scenario 2 over with. So scenario 3.
1, 2, 3.
can be if you want to add a transition, which I've got here. I've got a 3D blind thing, which I don't know if you've been able to see. Now the preview window isn't showing it, but basically there's a transition there. But if you want to add a transition, you can do this by hitting transitions and selecting whichever one of these you want to do. So I'm gonna do 3D blinds. Just drag it in between two video clips, or your intro and your main video, and then animate. Make sure you're happy with all that. I mean, you can change it afterwards, but do whatever. So drag this diamond thing to where you want it to, and then drag this. I'm gonna drag it there. Make sure you're happy with the timing. If you're not, you can easily change it, but I'm happy. I'm a happy man. And just drag it off. Just cross it off. Symbols. No, it's still not showing you, but basically there is a transition there. So scenario 4.
1, 2, 3.
Can be, say, if you go a little bit off subject, which I have done in this video, you can zoom in, and because these are two separate things, I'm just going to edit the audio. So you can right click, split that, and say split there, and then delete it. Or you can re-record what you were saying, but if it was gibberish, you can just edit it out, drag it, and then that's basically how you do that. If you make a little bit of a mistake, or you say something that you don't want to say, basically that's it. So
1, 2, 3.
5 can be if you're happy with your whole video, which I am when I put it on YouTube. You can hit project, render as. I use this template, but there is loads and loads and loads of different templates and loads of categories which you can render it as. But I use this AVC HD by 1920 by 1080 60i. So that's the one that I use. I mean, you can use whichever one you want. Make sure this is going to the right place you want. Change the name, so as I always call everything YouTube. Customize the template. Make the audio the best. Make the bitrate the best. This will give you the really large video file, but if you haven't got a lot of space, I wouldn't recommend turning up the bitrate. So that's my advice. You can speed up the rendering time if you've got a good graphics card with lots of CUDA cores, which mine hasn't at the minute. I'm going to get a better one soon though. But if you've got a good CPU, which I have, you can select it so it only uses the CPU.